Hello and welcome Universe Mode. This is something like Raw. I don't know what it is, but it's one of them. Anyway, we are here. It is the new year. It is 2018, but the motto still stays the same around here. Not too much has changed, and especially in the aspect of the World Heavyweight Champion. Of course, Jinder Mahal ended the final Raw pay-per-view 2017 by taking away that World Heavyweight Championship, and the man who he took it away from, the man who has more of a claim, sadly, of saying he ended the Bullet Club than Jinder Mahal. Well, he's back in action tonight. In your main event here, Adam Cole will go one-on-one against Triple H in his first match back after Armageddon. We'll be running through the mind of the former World Heavyweight Champion. We're going to find out. But one thing is for certain, he is not going to be in the mood to play around, and should Jinder Mahal show up, I don't think he'll be too happy to see him either. Another interesting night of Monday Night Raw action on its way, and we get started with the women's division and the return of Paige. Yes, that is right, the former women's champion, the former Raw women's champion is back after what happened at Armageddon, and she's ready. Well, she's already in the mood to try and reclaim her throne as the Raw Women's Champion. But right now, she's got to make her return, and she has got to make her way out in front of this crowd, and that she'll be against Carmella here tonight. Carmella certainly, she's had her chances in the past. She challenged for the Raw Women's Championship back at Bad Blood, I want to say, when I think it was No Way Out actually, when Paige was the Raw Women's Champion. It was around that time where some more attention got brought to Carmella and maybe what she could bring to the table, but that all kind of came crashing down when Rosemary made her giant return, and of course took any chance of anyone being able to hold on to that title away. Charlotte, Alicia Fox, Gail Kim, I mean, there were so many that were just kind of going to be cast by the wayside for the Raw Women's Champion, but this is a woman who is not going to let it be her as Paige comes towards the ring here to make her return. I know it ain't exactly much of a return, considering it's only been a week since we last saw it, but the fact of the matter is, Paige returned. Paige is here for the first time in ages on her own. It has now been over a week since the Bullet Club came to an end, and she stands here not as a member of the Bullet Club, but as her own person, essentially, as Paige. I will always view her as a member of the incredible Bullet Club. I will always hold Paige in a high respect for being one of the best women of all time. But the fact of the matter remains, she is here on her own. She ain't going to be flying a Bullet Club flag. She isn't, I guess you can't call her a good sister anymore, or a member of the Bullet Club. She is here for her own reasons, and she starts her road to redemption tonight against Carmella, and that's a bit of a difference. A big difference from Paige. They're shaking the hand of her opponent here tonight. That is not something that Paige would have done before. Maybe her New Year's resolutions was to try and make amends for all the bridges she had burnt down in 2018. I'm not really too sure, but one thing's for certain, a handshake to get things underway against Carmella here. This one can be very interesting, especially, I would argue, to the Raw Women's Champion, Rosemary, wherever she is. She, of course, last week decimated, I'm trying to remember who it was. I'm really struggling on I think it was Natalya in her first match as Raw Women's Champion. Absolutely destroyed her, pummeled her with the Red Wedding, and just asserted her dominance as Raw Women's Champion once again. Paige, of course, here tonight to try and make sure that she doesn't assert her dominance any longer in this division, and it's glad to see her back so quickly. You know, after the disaster that was Armageddon, I'm happy she is back, and I'm happy she is looking in good spirits as well. She didn't look distraught, she didn't look broken down as she came out towards the ring. She clearly took the breakup of the Bullet Club far better than I did. Maybe it's because she lost it to a credible, unfair athlete in Rosemary, much the same as the Good Brothers did, of course, to the other members of the Brood in Undertaker and Kane on that same night. Great Falcon Arrow once again there by Paige. She is showing that she hasn't lost a step since the Bullet Club has come to an end, and she is on her way to decimating Carmella here upon her return. The Paige turner into the cover, looking to beat Carmella already. She powers out at 2. Just imagine how much of a story this would be if Carmella was to walk out with the win here. How much of a spoiler that would play on the re-debut, the return of Paige here. Up on the top rope she goes, and double axe handle will floor her here. Carmella looks like she could be in trouble, and Paige looks like she's ready to apply the final blow already. Has the legs wrapped in, flipping her around, and the PTO here, away from the ropes as well. Just for that extra bit of genius, Carmella with nowhere to go here. She's entirely caught in this highly complex maneuver, and she has been forced to submit. Paige, your winner upon her return. And if that shows just how much she has missed being here in just a week. She has made a triumphant return and a triumphant victory at that as well. Carmella vanquished in kind of minutes essentially. That is why she was a member of the Bullet Club, and that was why she was destructive as she always was. Congratulations, Paige, and years to open, your 2018 is as good as 2017 was for you. As Paige soaks in the reaction from this crowd on her first match back, she ain't done yet. She's got a little bit more that she would like to add. And here she goes. Paige has said that Armageddon was a night to forget. It was a disastrous night, and one that she wants to cast aside in the history of Raw and in the history of Paige as a whole. But that doesn't mean that she is going to try and forget about it. It will linger in her mind for good, and she will use it to her advantage. The Bullet Club may well be over, but Paige is not. Rosemary, she wants hers back. Paige has set out a simple message and a simple threat to Rosemary. She is not done with that woman just yet. These two are destined to meet again, and Paige wants it to be real soon. Well, there we go. I mean, Paige has made sure to get her messages across in the quickest and simplest way possible. I think that has done the job right there. She ain't done by any means, and she wants the Raw Women's Champion to realize that, and I hope she has, because to be fair, I think it is well deserved that Paige does get a rematch, given the fact that, well, her reign was as long as it was. And at the end of the day, don't know why Asuka came to mind then. At the end of the day, Rosemary can't just win this match and expect to move on to a fresh new challenger. She's still got a little bit that she's got to focus on, that's for certain. But right now we're going to move on. We're going to move on because we got a tag team match, and more importantly, we got a #1 contenders match for the tag team titles coming up here. Christian and Zack Ryder, the team that is kind of mismatched in their own ways. Two guys who were against each other, but I guess found some respect along the ways and ended up working alongside one another. Will have a chance to become the #1 contenders here to the World Tag Team titles as they go up against the team of the Brian Kendrick and Diesel. Being treated in some ways a bit of a reward for the Brian Kendrick for his outstanding performance at Armageddon against Daniel Bryan. He may well have come up on the losing end, but he still dragged Bryan to one of his better matches in a while, and he forced the best out of Daniel Bryan. I think the best we've seen out of Daniel Bryan in a long time. But right now here tonight, he's got to turn his attention away from Daniel Bryan. He's got to try and move his mind away from getting respect from that man and make sure that he can overcome this team here. Zack Ryder and Christian Ryder, certainly one who's been getting the attention. People have been asking for him to get, for him to be higher up in the card. Well, if he's gonna do that, he's got to prove it. He's got to prove himself that he deserves to be in that stage. He can't just be handed the opportunity. He can't just be thrown up the card and just given whatever he does, whatever people think he deserves. He has got to earn it. Everyone has got to earn it. And he is going to try and earn a shot at the tag team titles here tonight. This will be the first team to take on the new World Tag Team Champions, the Brood, since they won the belt. For the titles, at least, anyway, because, of course, they beat the New Day this past well, the last episode of Raw, but right now here come a team that are looking to reign in 2018 and make it about them and make sure that they are not pushed aside. It is the Bryan, Kendrick and Diesel here coming towards the ring. And they are certainly looking as full of themselves as ever. The Bryan Kendrick more the one moving around with a bit of ego to him, meanwhile Diesel is all focused on the task at hand. Diesel, of course, was not at ringside for Bryan Kendrick's defeat to Daniel Bryan. That was because Diesel and Bryan had been squaring off in a matchup in the build-up to Armageddon. And, they squared off in two, actually. Bryan defeated Diesel in one, and Diesel defeated Bryan in the first one, but after that, Kendrick just wanted Bryan by himself, really. He just wanted to prove that he could take him on by himself. And that was certainly something that, while he was able to do for a majority of the matchup, he couldn't get the win as a result of it. But that shouldn't be meant as disrespect towards the Bryan Kendrick here. The Raw General Manager was certainly impressed as he sat beside me in that performance at Armageddon, and that is why they could be getting first crack at the Brood. And in some ways, Kendrick and Diesel could be seen like the Bullet Club, the Good Brothers. You got the powerhouse in Diesel, akin to Luke Gallows, and you've got the one who is, kind of the all-rounder, but at the same time, the one who doesn't possess the strength needed to try and take a fully fledged fight towards anyone, or towards certainly the bigger guys in the Bryan Kendrick. But in the same perspective, I think there's a lot of difference between the Bryan Kendrick and Carl Anderson. Here we go, we continue on here. Zack Ryder tagged in now, and Kendrick is going to work right away there. Stiff headbutt there. And Kendrick looks like, after taking a little bit of moves, he doesn't want to be in this matchup any longer. Makes the tag into Diesel here, and stereo super kicks there by both men. Great use of his huge legs there by Diesel, and now here he goes, powering away on Zack Ryder, or not. There's a nice counter there by Ryder, trying to target the arm of Diesel, which is going to be a very easier said than done kind of decision. Sent into the turnbuckle, but another big boot for his troubles. Zack Ryder will receive, and he's going after the leg now of Diesel. Fair play to Ryder. He's finding little openings for himself, and he's able to create them well. Hard elbows now into the skull. Diesel hammering away there into Zack Ryder. And Ryder may well now be hoping that he could have got that tag into Christian. Dragging himself up there by the top rope, by the ropes even. And great evasion there by Ryder, but well, he couldn't evade himself from that one. And look at this now, he's crawling, tag made here. Christian in now. Could this be a difference maker in this one? Forearm shot. Not the best clothesline in the world, and Diesel will leap and make a tag into the Bryan Kendrick here. Kendrick with a big-time drop kick, but floored with a forearm shot. Both men feeling some kind of momentum as they're in the ring right now. And this is, for a moment, turned into a one-on-one with Ryder and Diesel recovering on the outside here. Nice drop kick, though, by Kendrick, certainly showing he hasn't lost any spring in his step since Armageddon. Went for something in the turnbuckle there. Christian pulled out a nasty reversal to it, but a forearm shot there by Kendrick. And here we go now. Standing Kendrick with the Kendrick. Into the cover here on Christian to try and put him away. There's a kick out at 2. Wait, that may not be the best idea. Looked as if Kendrick had the captain's hook in mind there, but the referee is out, I think. He's out as a result of Diesel striking him. Big kick in the face there once again. The tag is denied, but that flapjack isn't. Caught him on the money with it, and Christian here could be closing in on a big-time win for his team. No, Kendrick evades it. Look at these two men here countering back and forth from one another. Here's a roll-up by Kendrick to try and send his team to the Brood. No, it's a kick out. And a powerful kick out of that. Ryder sent well on his way there. The Bryan Kendrick now. And Diesel alone with Christian in this one. And this could be where they start to pick apart this man. The powerhouse of the duo tagged back in, and here he goes to work. Oh, what a punch there. Just decked him full-fledged with it. I think Ryder is up. Yeah, he's back up on the apron. Must have clawed himself up as early as possible as he watches his tag team partner now being torn apart by the 7-footer. And there's the hard strike. There's the gloved punch by Diesel. And now this could be it for Christian. Oh, this is going to be it. I'm more than likely up in the powerbomb position, and here we go. Jackknife powerbomb. And into the cover we go with 1, 2, and 3. Kendrick jumped in the way there, sacrificed himself so his team could get the win, and it worked. The Bryan, Kendrick, and Diesel are the #1 contenders for the Brood's tag team titles. And did you see that there? A hug shared between the two men as they get ready to prepare for the Brood. It's a big win for them there tonight, and it is a great way to start off 2018 for this duo. But then they're going to have to realize in their mind, oh yeah, we've got to face the Brood. I'll give them maybe 24 hours before that sets in and realization strikes along their mind. But best of luck, guys, because you're really going to need it. Anyway, coming up next, we have what should be a very, very entertaining matchup between two very entertaining talents, Marty Scurll and Tyler Breeze. One-on-one up next. Well, here we go. Like I said, if we're looking for a good time matchup, what will probably be match of the night more than likely, is on its way here as Marty Scurll and Tyler Breeze get ready to go one-on-one. These two men, whenever the Royal Rumble rolls around, it would not shock me if either of them ended up in it. Marty Scurll made his debut, of course, in 2017 on Raw. Still yet to grab any gold to his name, but he's come danger close on more than one occasion to that United States Championship. He's held his own against some of the best. He held his own against the World Heavyweight Champion Dolph Ziggler not that long ago. And he looks here tonight to try and hold his own against the 2017 Royal Rumble winner and two-time World Heavyweight Champion Tyler Breeze. Scurll has got some... has got some work cut out for him. And what was revealed as some big news as well. Marty Scurll, of course, came in under Michael Bennett. Well, it was revealed as 2018 got underway that neither man wanted to be involved with one another. They believed it was time for them to go their separate ways. Scurll seems to think that his career is on the up and up, and maybe, and I don't mean to offend someone as great as Michael Bennett, but his might be on the down, which might be a very sad deal. But Scurll, anyway, gets ready here tonight for action against Tyler Breeze. These are two men who have both respect from the Raw crowd and respect for one another. The difference is Tyler Breeze is all about the Raw crowd. He's all about getting on their side, and he's all about putting performance of the nights in every single night for them. Marty Scurll, on the other hand, is all about kind of just getting himself in center of attention, making sure that people realize it is the villain who they should be focusing on, not Jinder Mahal, not Adam Cole, not the Bullet Club, but rather the villain. And he'll look to try and do that here tonight by taking on Tyler Breeze. First time we've seen Breeze since Armageddon as well. His outstanding match with Cody Rhodes for the United States Championship, one that ended in a class act of respect between the two men involved. A handshake being awarded before Rhodes was given his United States Championship. But an incredible match there. One that Breeze will probably be kicking himself that he couldn't close 2017 as a two-time United States champion. But still, 2017 as a whole was an absolute outstanding year for this man. Won the Royal Rumble, main evented and won at WrestleMania. Became one of the very first men, it's not even... one of the very first men. There's a part of me that wants to say the first to pin Shinsuke Nakamura, though I'm not 100% sure about that one. I'll have to double check. And in the process, win 2 world titles over the year and have some outstanding matches like Cody Rhodes and especially Dolph Ziggler. But here we go. We are ready for tonight. We are ready for right now. Scurll and Breeze. One-on-one here. This is going to be a good one. Collar elbow tie up by both men, and Breeze, surprisingly, the one getting the better of Scurll. They're backing him up to the turnbuckle that Scurll started in. But there's a respect from both men being shown. Clean break there in the corner, and they return to the center of the ring here, and it's Scurll this time who will overpower him. Backing him up all the way to the ropes. Referee going to split them apart again, and once more a clean break here. Neither able to get anything going in the collar and elbow tie-up, so it seems as if we're going to get this one underway right about now. Oh, big elbow there by Breeze as Scurll looked for some kind of atomic drop maybe. Could have even been a spine buster in all fairness. But now Breeze has been able to pull out a counter, and he's on the go here. Good strike and a DDT there will send him down. Be interesting to see what Scurll will be able to do to try and get victory here, and in the same right what Breeze will do to try and recover from Armageddon. Look at the strength of Marty Scurll there. Counters the Hurricanrana into a huge powerbomb. Says a lot about Marty Scurll when he's able to pull off a move like that right away and going after the legs here of Tyler Breeze. This is how the villain likes to operate. Cut apart the key body parts of his opponents. And especially the leg is certainly a key part. Supermodel kick, beauty shot. The key maneuvers of Tyler Breeze relying upon his legs, and Scurll is trying to isolate them right from the get-go. Up to the top rope, up to the second rope rather, now he goes. Looking for a drop kick there, and he connects. Well, it was Tyler Breeze who got off to the better start of the two, but it is Marty Scurll now who is trying to control this matchup here. What can we see here by Breeze now as he gets his way out of this lock? Took a little while there. Scurll had that one locked in well and immediately stops any kind of fight back. And I said, he likes to isolate the limbs, really, the key parts, and there he is going after the arm now. And that'll certainly help for when he locks in that crossface chicken wing. If Tyler Breeze can avoid that, that would be something special, because it is a very dangerous maneuver. But here we go. Into a tornado DDT there. And of course, I spoke about all of the credentials of Tyler Breeze and how great his 2017 was. But imagine what a kind of a start you could boast about for 2018 if you're Marty Scurll, if you're able to defeat Tyler Breeze. I read off all those things. Well, yeah, imagine if Marty Scurll beat the man who has all those things going for him, who has the Royal Rumble win from last year, who has a former King of the Ring to his name, who has a United States Championship, who has 2 world titles under his belt. That would set up Scurll to realize that this man is someone you have to pay key attention to for the rest of this year. Marty Scurll there with a camel clutch locked in, and great job there by Breeze to pull his way out of it. Scurll kind of got his chest maybe caught in the ropes, but was able to get right back up to his feet, and this one continues on here. There's a nice suplex by Marty Scurll. Look at this now, an Olympic slam. Certainly some more unorthodox Marty Scurll moves, something that we haven't seen him execute in a little while, but he is able to shut down Tyler Breeze on far more than one occasion here. Gotta give credit where credit's due to Scurll. He's coming to this with one mindset, with one focus really, and that was to stop Tyler Breeze in the best way he knew how, and he is doing an incredible job of that right now. What could we see now from Marty Scurll? He's had a lot of moves countered, but this one looks like it might not be neck breaker. No, it's a great counter by Breeze there, and here we go. Northern Lights suplex. Breeze doesn't like to do anything flashy, doesn't like to do anything tremendous. Everything he does, though, he does with a purpose, and he does it incredibly well, like that DDT. Pitch perfect on the pullback, on kind of the snap aspect to it. He is able to execute his moves well. And like I said, nothing's flashy, nothing like what I forgot Adam Cole's finisher, Panama Sunrise, nothing along those lines. He knows what he wants to do, and he does it incredibly well, and he's honing in on the head right now, something especially of Marty Scurll to soften him up for a move like that. The supermodel kick by Breeze. Stumbles into the cover here. Can he pick up a win over Scurll to get his 2018 off right? He cannot. Kick out at 2 there by Scurll. But this one is still continuing on here by both men right now. Hard forearm shot by Scurll, as you can suspect it to be. And Scurll now, look at this! From nowhere, from out of the blue, he's got the crossface chicken wing locked in here. Tyler Breeze in trouble. Tyler Breeze in big trouble. With nowhere to go, nowhere to get to the ropes. Kicking his feet around. Can he save himself here? Breeze has been in some wars. So Scurll knows it's going to have to take a little bit more than that to finish him off. Back up to their feet. And Breeze now pulls him in. And Scurll hit with the unprettier. Incredible. Into the cover here for victory over Scurll. There's 2. And Scurll powers out. Wow, what a back and forth moment that one was by both men. They both had a shot at victory there, and they both denied the other. Look at this now by Scurll. Oh, plants him down there into the cover here as he looks for a surprise victory. Not going to happen. Breeze kicked out, but he doesn't get back up to his feet. Scurll is all over him right now. Breeze needs a big move, I think, if he wants to get himself going. And oh, that could have been it right there with a step up in Zaguri. Scurll essentially floored by it. Didn't have much way of getting back here. Breeze now with all the momentum going for him. A little bit more of an unorthodox maneuver there. Electric chair on Scurll. Can't think of the last time I saw Breeze hit that. But here he goes anyway into the cover now. There's 2 and Scurll powers out. Both these men, you know, kind of going back and forth in the control of this matchup. Got this chin lock stitched in now on Scurll, just trying to, I think, you know, even with a move like this that kind of slows down the matchup, it is effective in its own right because it's softening up that jaw, it is stiffening up the head before the beauty shot maybe, or another unprettier could be on its way. But there is Scurll now trying to go after the throat and trying to damage that before he locks in the crossface chicken wing. Smart idea by Scurll now. And Scurll will return the favour with a chin lock of his own. Once again, stiffening up the neck. When he locks in that crossface chicken wing, it's going to hurt even more. The pressure he'll be putting down on the neck is enough. But then when you consider the pain he's gone through, it's going to add to it. Another neck breaker there by Scurll. Incredible reversal as he goes into the cover here, hoping that it's enough for victory. Breeze telling him there's no way it is. But Scurll is still the man in the driver's seat of this matchup right about now. Nothing from Breeze in response. Oh my god, a lumbar check by Marty Scurll. Would not have expected him to bring that one out of the bag, but Marty Scurll certainly nailed him with that one. What else will Scurll go for here? He has got the 2-time world champion down now, and he's hammering into him. The villain showing that he is not afraid to go to any lengths for victory. Just trying to soften up that head of Breeze as much as he can. But Breeze returns the favour with a hard knee there. Absolutely incredible match right now by both men. They are putting it all out here for the first win of 2018. And a kick out there at 2 from that Michinoku driver. Breeze now sends Scurll into the corner. Big time flying forearm shot will bring down the villain. This crowd here is on their feet for this one. And a hard strike there as he tries to back it up to the middle of the ring. And look at that, he gave Scurll just a moment, just a fraction of time to sort himself out. And that could be Breeze's undoing. Scurll stands up here and about to bring Tyler Breeze down and maybe bring Tyler Breeze into submission. The crossface chicken wing locked in again. Will Breeze tap out this time? Yes, he will. Yes, he will. Breeze submits. Scurll gets a big time win to kick off his 2018 just how we wanted to. And there you have it. Victory for Marty Scurll over one of the most successful men in the history of this universe. And they showed they had respect for each other at the start of the match, and the respect has continued on here. Breeze raises the hand of the fair winner. That is respect on Monday Night Raw. And in the midst of everything that goes on between, well, basically everyone, the likes of Adam Cole and Jinder Mahal, we have these moments of respect to observe. Scurll and Breeze. That is honourable, is what it is. Great bit of work there by both men, and a great match as well for us to watch. Very entertaining. Marty Scurll, though, your winner in this one. Where does Scurll go from here? Time will tell. The Raw General Manager, I would argue, needs to put focus on him now. And there we go. Speaking of putting focus on someone, last week we saw the focus put on Kassius Ohno as he made a triumphant debut on Monday Night Raw, beating The Miz. Well, now the opponent has got a little bit tougher for him here tonight as he goes one-on-one with Randy Orton. Well, here we go. This could be 2 good matches in a row, to be fair. If last week's debut for Kassius Ohno is anything to go by, then he had quite the entertaining one, and he also had quite the matchup against The Miz, introduced to Monday Night Raw in not the easiest terms, and certainly given a run for his money, just kind of proving how tough it can be to break into the Monday Night Raw roster. But here tonight, he has got his toughest challenge yet. Of course, I know that's stupid to say given the fact it's only his 2nd week on Raw, but he's got to face Randy Orton, the Viper, a former world champion, and a man who has not been afraid to get in the names and the books of controversy in order to secure what he wants. I think is the nicest way of saying that, certainly in regards to the series finale of 2K18 and what he did on that night to Kyle O'Reilly. It's one of those, the less said the better, to be fair, but here tonight Kassius Ohno looks to continue on his thunderous Raw debut and make sure that people won't forget the name of Kassius Ohno around here. Make sure that even Randy Orton realizes that Ohno means business. And he is ready to absolutely fly through Monday Night Raw in the hope of getting some gold around his waist. Though with some of the champions that we've got going on around here, that may well be far, far easier said than done. But here comes Randy Orton right now anyway towards the ring. Kassius Ohno will stare off against this man here, and to be fair for Orton, it's not been a great time for him under the Raw General Manager at all. His best time since joining Raw has been on SmackDown. I think that's the nicest way of saying it. It was at No Way Out, of course, where he cost Kyle O'Reilly the WWE Championship, and it was at Survivor Series where he squared off against O'Reilly and ended off their feud once and for all, albeit with him tapping out to Kyle O'Reilly. But could be a new chance for Randy Orton. It could be an opportunity for him to stand out against the rest. But if he loses here tonight, if I was Randy Orton, I would genuinely start thinking, right now what do I do? Now where do I go from here? Is my future on Monday Night Raw? Or does he risk returning to the shark-infested waters of SmackDown Live? Or does he want to try his crack at ECW? Been there before, but I don't know with our roster if I'd be willing to let someone like Randy Orton in. I think we've already got a star-studded roster. I wouldn't want Randy Orton to get lost in the shuffle. At the same time, I think Randy Orton is far too stubborn to want to go down to somewhere like NXT. Well, here we go anyway. We're underway in this matchup right now. Look at this by Randy Orton. Gut-wrench neck breaker. Absolutely perfect maneuver there as he looks to try and get the early going here against Kassius Ohno. Oh, and Ohno going to give him the same receipt, I think, as to what he gave The Miz last week. Ohno, here he goes. Oh, never mind. Randy Orton sidestepped that at the last moment. That was genius by Orton. And now he gets to take the lead in this matchup. Oh, that's going to... Oh, my God, an Olympic slam. And now look at this on the outside. It is Randy Orton in pure control over Kassius Ohno right now. Ohno, though, having none of that. Finally starting to recover from that missed drop kick. Gets himself out of the fireman's carry and sends Orton into the ring pole. Let's see where this matchup will go from here. Ohno now in the ring, and oh, I think that was a hard knee to Orton. Sends him reeling out to the apron here, and Ohno just staring at Orton right now. Just eyeing up the former champion. Look at this. Is he doing it over the top rope? Nope, now he ain't. Okay, there's a kind of a response to the rope hung DDT of Orton with a rope hung neck breaker there by Kassius Ohno. And here come the hard strikes of him now, the chops, that knee we saw as well. Ohno specializes in them, and of course that devastating KO. And here comes the neutralizer pile driver. Absolutely phenomenal maneuver in its own right, and it decimates him there. Kassius Ohno right now is in a bit of a powerbomb fest, it seems, or certainly somewhere along that lines as he delivers the powerbomb there to Randy Orton. And he's going to go for another one here. Yes, he is. Ohno up on his shoulders. And a buckle bomb for Orton to endure. Incredible there by Ohno to show such strength. Oh no, but Orton sidesteps him there. Gets back up to his feet, and now here he goes with a bit of control. And Orton trying to wrestle his slow stance, his slow style. Go how he wants to go, try and cut off Ohno's hopeful chances of getting back, but Ohno is completely denying that right now and making sure that he is staying well in control of this one. Went for that big boot, it looks like, more than anything, and it was countered into another Olympic slam. Well, he's turning into Kurt Angle here over on Raw with the amount of Olympic slams we've seen here tonight. Orton with another forearm shot across the face and look for something once more, and again Ohno is able to counter there. Orton is having some real tough times here of breaking in Kassius Ohno, and look at this now. Cross-arm powerbomb. That is certainly a move of Cesaro. If the neutralizer pile driver wasn't a way of showing of kind of a bit of a wave in some terms to his former tag team partner on the independent circuit, Cesaro, that move certainly was, because that move is one of Cesaro's key maneuvers. And look at this now by Ohno, stomping on the arm of Orton there, trying to do anything in his power to restrict the RKO from connecting, and now looking for a victory over him. KO in the back of the head. That one could do it. Is Ohno about to secure a huge win over Orton? No, not just yet. Randy Orton kicks out. And if he wants to win here, well, he is going to have to do something big, that's for certain, because Ohno is dominating this matchup. Much more so than I would say this is 50-50. And there's a hard forearm shot there by Ohno, but Orton's finally had enough. Has a response lined up there, and I'm not too sure what he was thinking there. Ohno was on his feet and was just watching him, essentially. I think Orton was trying to rile himself up. Well, it just fell apart for him. Orton's going to claw himself back up to his feet here. Ohno will allow him to do just that, and oh, he may well pay for it here, because here comes Orton. 2 clotheslines and a great scoop slam there. Brings him down. And now Randy Orton is looking to try and turn off all attention towards Kassius Ohno again. Apron DDT. Is this going to be it for Ohno? Orton will go for a cover before he'll think about an RKO to try and end this one. And a kick out there very early on shows that Ohno's still got a long way to go. Oh, but it might not be too much longer, because this could be the move to end it all. The RKO by Orton. Into the cover and with one. What? What? Kassius Ohno kicks out of the RKO there at 1. My goodness. I think Orton and the rest of us were just completely caught off guard by that. And now here comes Ohno. Where did he get this fire at the end of it? Where did he get this ability to fight back from the RKO from? I'm not too sure at all, but Randy Orton once again just trying to slow down the match, try and make sure that it goes his way. Ohno, not interested. Big knee in the gut there, and oh, what a forearm in the face. What could we see now from Kassius Ohno? Oh, big time running forearm there will deck Orton. It's almost as if he's trying to fight Orton's kind of match against him now. Now he's the one taking it slow. Oh, the discus forearm there connected. Orton looked like he stumbled a bit. He tried to stay on his feet, but he stood no chance. And Ohno's going to look for the win again. The first one didn't do it, but will the next one? KO! Take a look at how vicious this move is. From the way Orton slumps into the mat. And is this a big win for Ohno? Finally closing in with 2 and 3. It is. Kassius Ohno just beat Randy Orton. Now that is something to take into account. What a win there for Ohno. And he looks awfully happy about himself. Great way to kick off the new year for Ohno. But he ain't done yet, it seems. Ohno's asking for some mic time. And look at that. Ohno right away thanking Randy Orton for that matchup. Even though he may not be respected that much, Ohno is still glad that someone would give him an opportunity. And Kassius Ohno is also talking about how he's felt like he's at home here on Raw. And he wants to prove just how he's at home. And he wants to pay everyone back. And pay everyone back. He looks like he really wants to do. Kassius Ohno there sending out the challenge to Cody Rhodes. Next week, when Rhodes puts his United States Championship on the line in that US Open Challenge, your challenger is standing in the ring right now. Kassius Ohno will face Cody Rhodes next week for the US title. Well, that is something I can get behind, given Ohno's 2 great performances since making his debut on Raw. He has certainly proven that he could already be championship material. But next week rather, we'll find out if that is the truth when he faces Cody Rhodes. Well, I guess we'll get to that when it comes to it, but now it is main event time. Now, this is where everyone will turn their eyes towards someone they're all supposed to love. Well, there is under no circumstances whatsoever I can love this man's opponent. This man, quite comfortably, rather easily, I can be well behind Triple H. Heading into this one for far more than one reason. Triple H has had a hatred for the Raw General Manager ever since he made his arrival in this universe and believes that he is being held down. He does not deserve to be held down. He should be making Raw his own place, his own kingdom, if you would. Well, now here tonight, Triple H has a chance to prove that he deserves that first chance at the World Heavyweight Championship in a Jinder Mahal here in 2018, far more than Adam Cole ever did. Here tonight, Triple H goes one-on-one with Adam Cole, and it's going to be a good one, that's for certain. Triple H is going to take it to Adam Cole, and he is going to dish out a hell of a lot of punishment and welcome Adam Cole into a Raw where he is on his own. Cole thought that he was high and mighty coming out and attacking Aiden English last week. Well, now I guess sometimes you have to pay for your crimes, and Triple H will make sure that you do indeed pay for it, because Triple H, he may not have respect for Aiden English, and he may not have respect for Jinder Mahal. He won't have respect for anyone like Adam Cole. The only person Triple H respects is himself. And he wants to show that here tonight. Throughout that entire time that the Bullet Club and Raw were at each other's throats, Triple H was only on one side, and that was his own. And now here, with no Bullet Club to worry about anymore, with it just being Raw, is this where Triple H gets ready to assert his authority? Is this where Triple H will get ready to show that he deserves that World Heavyweight Championship shot? Because he does deserve it. And that is plain as simple. Triple H here tonight, if he beats Adam Cole, I think there's no argument that he is the #1 contender for that title. Especially over a champion who held the belt for what? 3 minutes maybe? Well, I may be turning a more of a respectful eye towards Monday Night Raw and towards some of the talents on it. Under no means whatsoever will I respect the World Heavyweight Champion or this man's opponent here tonight. They have burnt enough bridges with me so that I want nothing to do with them anymore, and I want them to know that. Adam Cole can ask for forgiveness as much as he likes. He can ask to be taken back as much as he likes. I have no respect anymore for this man. The Raw crowd may well be on this side, and some people I know who used to be Bullet Club supporters have accepted Adam Cole's apology. I will not. Because this is the man who, in my eyes, ended the Bullet Club. This is the man who I believe was the one who dealt that final blow, was the one who threw the spear through the heart of the Bullet Club after stabbing us right in the back. Adam Cole was the one who ended it all. Not the Brood, and certainly not Jinder Mahal. I don't care if those two guys rip each other's throats out whenever they get in the ring with one another. I will not respect either of them. I will, however, show my respect for Triple H here as he goes up against Adam Cole. Cole's first match since Armageddon. And here he goes in the main event now. Sadly, even though it was only for 2 minutes, I have to call him a former world champion. And what Triple H just did there perfectly shows how I view Adam Cole. Slapping him in the face, no respect for him, and I'm perfectly okay with that one. Cole getting things off though to a fiery start here. He has been waiting and chomping at the bit all show to get back in the ring, to get his hands on someone and to prove to Jinder Mahal that under no means did he kill the Bullet Club, and under no means does he deserve to be world champion. Adam Cole, oh why? Oh, already? Here he is, the champ up on the apron. Jinder Mahal has his eyes on Adam Cole. And Adam Cole allowing himself to be distracted here. Triple H from behind with the roll up now to try and beat Cole here. There's 2 and there's 3. Oh yes. I never thought I'd say this, but thank you, Jinder Mahal. Triple H beats Adam Cole. How do you like that? Oh, you can claim bullshit as much as you want, Adam Cole. Your shoulders were down for 3. Triple H just beat Adam Cole in the first main event of Raw in his first match of 2018. Triple H with a glad win there. He'll be glad to take that one. But under no means does that mean that the man he is standing next to in that photo over there is his friend. Triple H is in business for himself. And everyone better make sure and realize that what I said is true. If Triple H beat Adam Cole, he should be the #1 contender. And now, well, he just proved it, didn't he? A win is a win. And Triple H will happily have that one. That will end this episode of Raw. Thank you guys for watching. Take care, guys. And ta-ra.